Hello and welcome to episode 10 of the WBBL review. If you don't know me, I'm Mark and I'm here every week and sometimes on the weekend, and you probably get sick of my face. However, we have a special guest every single week on the podcast, and today we have Bre Hampton-Bey of the Sheffield Hatters. Great story, make sure you check it out. All the usual features are the same. We've got the quickfire questions, the fans questions. We get to know Bre in more detail about her life, about her basketball journey, so it's not to be missed. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the content we've got coming up over the next few weeks, the rest of the season. Thank you so much to everyone who does that and who listens. Make sure you comment, tell us what you think of the interview, tell us what you think of the podcast episode. All feedback is greatly welcome and I will reply to every single comment that I get. So thank you so much. Let's welcome Bre onto the show now. Okay, welcome to episode 10.
Hi.
How's it going? How have you settled into life at Sheffield?
I've been really settling very well. Just finding little shops and food places that I can like enjoy and understanding the shopping life and getting around on trams, kind of new for me, but I'm adjusting really well to that.
So I thought I'd rep the Hatters today. So
Hey, love that, love that.
so let's start from the very beginning. Where were you born?
I was born in Toledo, Ohio. Um, yeah, just like in the Midwest
Okay.
of the US. So yeah, born and raised in Toledo.
Yeah, and when did basketball become a thing? When did you start playing?
I think I've always been playing ever since I was in kindergarten. Obviously, it wasn't serious. I was joining camps and stuff like that and being on like boys teams. Kind of always being better than the boys that I played against and being better than the kids that were in my neighborhood. I would just beat all the boys and they'd be upset. But anyways, like I just kind of really started my career like once I got into like maybe the playing in the YMCA like
Okay.
leagues, and then kind of getting into AAU and started getting serious for me.
So were you from a basketball family? Who inspired you to want to play?
Well, my dad kind of like introduced basketball to me. He played a little bit when he was in high school, but like not seriously. So I was kind of like the stepping stone for like my family. So not really a basketball family, but since I've been playing, I've kind of made my family more of a basketball family.
What other sports did you play then growing up then? Was it just basketball, or did you do everything?
I did. Well, basketball was basketball. However, I did play like a little bit of volleyball. I did run track. I did a little bit cross country. I didn't like the running, but I had to do it anyways. But I did experience different sports. I wish I would have played soccer more, well, football here.
Yeah.
So, I wish I would have did that. But
Hey,
it's like
still time.
really fun, still fun sport. I'll do it for fun, but not like seriously.
We should organize like a WBBL football tournament. Let's scrap the
Yeah, like
basketball and we just play
just
football.
just a small one. Just a
Yeah.
small
So talk us through then the first few years of say the YMCA leagues. Talk us through the experiences you had.
one. I feel like ever since I started playing middle school, I did a little bit of volleyball, and then once I started AAU, I had met my coach, which is like my best friend's coach. He was my coach since like fourth grade, and then he was my coach until like my eighth grade year. Um, and then he transitioned to be my AU coach until I was a senior in high school. So he was kind of like my second dad, which kind of like he taught me everything. He played overseas. My one of my best friends, so she had recently just retired. So like we've always built a relationship. So that's I kind of got started, and then once I played AU, um, I started getting a lot of letters and playing and a lot of letters from like D1 colleges and universities. That's really kind of how I got like more wanting to play basketball because I was getting looked at about like a lot of different universities, and
Yeah.
playing AU is fun. Playing a lot of like 4 or 5 games a day was like crazy as you think about it now, but like we was just used to it. Like it
Yeah.
was fun. Like I would love like traveling to like different states and cities just to go play basketball, different like against like different girls and stuff like that. So that's kind of like my journey there with AAU. And then I played at two different high schools. Like I went to a public high school in Toledo, which was like Rogers High School. And then my sophomore year, I transferred out to another school. But before I left, I had went to state twice. As a freshman, I was like the sixth man, and we kind of all took to them to states, and then we did again. They didn't win, but we went to states, which was the
Yeah.
first time ever that we ever went to states. So that was like big. Also, I didn't even mention this, but like eighth grade, I had committed to the University of Michigan. Then I decommitted at the end of my junior year. It just wasn't the right fit.
Okay.
I was kind of like, I came in high school already committed to a D1 university. So that was kind of crazy. I kind of forgot about that. Like, I've been playing basketball for a long time. So I was like, it's a lot of things that I literally have to like think about. So then once I transferred, I was like, I put myself back in the portal, get a lot of didn't get really a lot of like colleges looking at like major colleges that I was interested in to look at me because I had decommitted so late. And a lot of colleges didn't know I decommitted. So like I kind of like wanted to get away from home and find like a good spot. So I went to University of Massachusetts Amherst, which is a A10 conference, which is a really good conference. We play like Dayton, George Mason, Virginia. Well, not Virginia. Somewhere in Virginia. I'm not really sure. I can't remember, but
Yeah.
yeah. So I had a really good year there. I've got all rookie team my freshman year, and then after that, I left my junior year. Going into my senior year, I transferred to Loyola Chicago
Right.
and stayed there for my COVID year and my senior year. I got all newcomer team. Um, typically my senior year at Loyola Chicago, and then I finished out my career my COVID year at Loyola, and then graduated. So
What
that
kind of experiences did you have that COVID year then? How difficult was that for you playing and personally?
it was a lot because I really felt like trying to test people, like having like COVID tests all the time,
Yeah.
sick and being away from home, like missing your family, like not being able to go home. Like it was just a lot that you have to like put yourself through, especially for like student athletes trying to balance school. It was just a lot. And then trying to have your parents like support you as much as you can, and then it's just like you were alone a lot. So I was alone a lot, even in a new city. Like Chicago's like a big city, so I was alone a lot. I had to like learn how to make my own foods when the restaurants were closed or like the dining halls were closed. Like I have to just order in or like make my own food. But I made it through. Like I'm grateful for that experience because it taught me a lot. Taught me how to be by myself. Taught me how to be like more independent. Um, Yes, so I mean, I really wouldn't regret anything. I wish I would have like got outside more, even though you kind of couldn't.
Yeah.
Like meeting new people and stuff like that, or like learning new skills. Like I definitely learned some different hobbies about myself. I like learned a lot about myself during that time period. So yeah.
That's one of the questions I've got. So like outside of basketball, what are your passions and your hobbies?
My passion is I'm a designer,
Okay.
fashion designer. I love being a creative. I love photography. I love um designing new clothes, new concepts, just styling, anything in the creative field. I love. That's kind of what I do outside of basketball. That's what I want to pursue after basketball. So yeah.
So watch this space.
Huh?
Watch this space. You'll be taking over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just wait for it. Like I'm definitely gonna hit the ground running when I get my brand and everything started. Like once I get everything started, it's gonna be from there.
So obviously the move to Sheffield came about. Just talk us through the process, how that came about.
Um, well, after I graduated, I didn't know if I wanted to keep playing basketball or not. It was kind of hard to find an agent because there weren't really a lot of girls who wanted to play overseas or anything of that nature. So good thing I had like a really good connection with my coach who allowed me to meet an agent. He kind of was like finding things for me throughout the summer. And then he was like, "Do you want to go to England?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be perfect because they literally have like cities where it can be like fashion and stuff that I will be interested in, and also basketball, which is like a good balance for me because I kind of need both to like, operate. Um, basketball can be life for some people, but like I have to have both to like mentally
Yeah.
function. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like it was a perfect fit for me. So
And as I asked before, how have you found the first month or two with your new teammates and the new coach and new league, new country? How have you found it all?
yeah, I'm still learning a lot within the league. I'm still learning about um just how everything like is like structured. Also like I really like my teammates. Like they really brought me in. They're really cool. Like we did been have been like developing really good relationships with some of the teams. Like some of the teammates that I actually live with too. They're from the US too. So just meeting new people and seeing how they might be like 30 years old or like they might be 18. So it's like a lot of different
Yeah.
ages on one team. So like I didn't think that like some teams will have like 30-year-olds or people with kids and a job already.
Mhm.
So it's like new to me. Like I wouldn't have imagined like playing till I'm 30. Like I wouldn't even imagine that. So that was kind of something new that I like kind of thought about.
And obviously 3 games in now, 3 wins. How
Mhm.
you must be happy with the start.
I'm definitely happy with the start. I'm definitely happy about how I've been playing. I'm definitely happy about us like playing together as a team. I feel like we definitely can move in a good positive space through the league. We have a good one coming up on Saturday, which is going to be
Yeah.
very exciting. I feel like I've been ready for coming up for this game for a long time. So I'm really excited to see how it play. So I'm really stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, it should be a good one against London. Next 3 games, actually, I think London, then Sevenoaks, then London. 3 very tough games coming
Yeah,
up. Kind of, as you say, if you're ready, you're ready. Ready
yeah,
for it. What's it
absolutely.
like?
I've definitely been ready. I've been ready for a while now. Yeah.
What's it like with Vanessa as head coach? What does it compare with other coaches you've played under?
Um, haven't really played with any coaches similar to her. She definitely allows you the freedom to like play your style. Like she allows me to play how I want to play. She really don't have any restrictions on that, which is good for me playing other under a lot of different coaches where like it was kind of like not easy for me to play. Like it's kind of like especially when you have to have your own confidence and then having the coach's confidence behind you kind of felt good. So I get that from her. So that's always good for me. And I could say that she feels that way for like anybody who plays on her team. So I feel like that's a great thing about Vanessa.
Yeah. What do you think success looks like this season and for Sheffield? What is the end goal for the season?
The end goal would be to, win the championship. Obviously. So that's where my mindset is at. I feel like our team, that's where our mindset is at for the team. Our goal is, I hope that we have some adversities that we'll have to overcome some things,
Mhm.
which is always good because it'll help us out in the end. So um, that's kind of how I look at things.
And what are your first impressions of the WBBL as a league?
Honestly, I've been seeing a lot of like love and reviews, like just your platform and as in whole, like I love seeing that people know about our league, or there's a lot of platforms and like a lot of fans within our league and social media pages. I feel like that's really good for when I go home and people I have something to show people that I was like there, and I feel like I feel like it's a really good league to play in. So that's kind of things that I've been noticing about the league.
So I've got some questions from other people. We've kind of answered the first one, so I'll leave that one. But have you been to England before this year? And what do you want to see touristy wise when you're here?
I haven't been to England before. I kind of want to go to London. I've been to Manchester for like maybe like 20 minutes, or like I went on the train and then I had to come back. But I definitely want to experience London. I definitely want to experience just the fashion culture within there, and
Yeah.
meeting different people that I can like network with within like the fashion aspect of it, you know. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward towards,
Yeah.
and kind of touristy type things. And I've been looking at where I can like take pictures, and like within the Sheffield area, I've been looking up little spots that I can go to. So I've been doing a little bit of a lot.
Nice. What's your most embarrassing moment you've had on court?
Um, I think I think this past game I went for a steal, and then I kind of hit my head on the floor while trying to get the steal at the same time. So I feel like that was embarrassing for me. Um, Maybe missing a wide open layup. It's very embarrassing. Um, yeah.
And I like to do these quick fire questions at the end as well, just either or, just to get to know you a little bit better. So we'll start with, do you prefer McDonald's or KFC?
Neither, because I'm vegan.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm sure they do vegan burgers, right?
Yeah, but they're not the same. They're vegan. Like I'm like more of an alkaline vegan, plant-based, and vegan burgers aren't the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. So you said earlier about finding kind of food place, and so I guess that's a little bit trickier then for yourself.
Well, actually, being in England, I find a lot of like places that have more
Yeah.
vegan stuff than the US, which is really nice for me. I've been like going to like Waitrose and all these who have a lot of like different vegan options that I can just come home and cook. So that's one positive thing that I've been like learning how to cook. So yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite Netflix or TV series?
Grey's Anatomy on
A
Netflix.
classic.
Yeah.
Do you prefer tea or coffee?
I prefer tea. Yeah.
Okay. Now you're in England, of course, right?
Like more of herbal tea. Herbal
Okay.
tea for sure.
Favorite jersey number and why?
Um, Favorite jersey number. Hmm, that's a good question. Hmm. I would just say my jersey number just because when I first started playing, I was a number 11. So like
Okay.
just to have that ever like just to have that number when since I was young kind of like makes me feel closer to my like my inner child. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite Disney film?
Disney film. I can't even think right now. I love Disney. Um,
There's too
let's
many to choose from.
say The Princess and the Frog. Let's say that one.
Okay. Okay. What annoys you the most?
Annoys me the most. Asking me the same question over and over again. I don't like when people do that. I'd be like, I just told you my answer.
What's your game day routine? Do you have anything you
Game
do
day.
every time?
Um, Kind of make a good meal.
Okay.
Drink a lot of water. Make sure I like get all of that flushed out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Also do a little bit of meditating. Um, Also make sure that I'm doing like my ball handling drills and like doing a lot of stretches for that. Make sure my hips are good. Um, that's pretty much it.
Do you have a favorite time to play, like in the afternoon or nighttime games? Do you have a favorite time?
I rather be around like the 1 or 2 error.
Yeah.
Not too early, but
Yeah,
not too late. Yeah.
fair enough. Do you prefer to assist or score the basket?
Uh, I want to score, but if it's easier to assist, then I will assist.
Okay. What's your favorite meal and why?
Favorite meal. I've been making this vegan pizza of my own, and it's been so good. Um, yeah, just being able to make anything like from plant-based,
Yeah.
vegan, it's always good. But when it's pizza and I can add just like mushroom, potatoes, all the stuff, like um, it's like so good.
Would you
I
would
feel
you
like
put pineapple on that pizza or not?
I've had pineapple on the pizza, but probably not. Like
Okay.
I added like mushrooms, spinach, vegan cheese. Vegan cheese here is really good. So
Nice.
that's kind of what and I make my own like dough. So I kind
Yeah.
of do it all. So yeah,
You weren't lying when you said you'd learn how to cook.
I've been like if I want to eat, I have to learn how to cook. Because it's too easy for me to just be like, okay, I'm gonna get Uber Eats tonight. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
like do all that. Even though I do have my moments where like I want to try different foods at different restaurants, but most of the time I just kind of stay at home and like learn stuff.
Yeah. What is your favorite moment on court across the years you've been playing?
Favorite moment. Um, just any buzzer beater that I've had,
Yeah.
or I remember it was my sophomore year. It was my birthday, and I scored like 30 points against
Nice.
VCU. So that was nice. That was a moment that I will never forget.
Favorite snack?
There was snack. I've been eating a lot of like Brazilian nuts and walnuts. Um, I will say if I wanted to say like dessert, I'll say like a brownie and cookie.
Okay.
Yeah, like I've been went to this restaurant and I had like a brookie, which is like cookie, brownie, cookie, and then ice cream on top. And I can't stop eating it. It's
That
so good.
sounds good. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite basketball player of all time?
LeBron James, Allen Iverson, too.
Okay. Nice, nice. What's your main strength as a basketball player?
Uh, I would just say just being like my strength at my size. I feel like that's one of my strengths. Um, bringing a lot of different, like bringing a lot of energy to the court. Kind of like hyping everybody up. I feel like that's like my energy. Just also defensively, like when I get into like get a steal or anything and I'll play like really good defense and it'll lead to like a turnover. I feel like that brings a lot of like that comes along with the energy that I bring. So I feel like that's a good thing that I bring.
I've got one question left, but before I ask it, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. Great having you in the league. Good luck for that run of games you've got coming up. Quite tough, but good luck for those and for the rest of the season. And
Thank you.
hopefully speak to you soon.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thanks for asking me to be on. I love to be on here. Thank you for asking all these questions and for just kind of getting to knowing me and yeah.
So the last question is, can you finish this sentence? I love basketball because.
It makes my heart keep going.
Amazing. Again, thank you so much and hopefully speak to you soon.
Nice speaking to you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Bre, for taking the time out. Incredible story. Thank you so much for sharing your passions with us. And I can't wait to see you play for the rest of the season. So let's just go straight into the rundown of the latest result in the WBBL. Cardiff continued their strong start to the season by remaining undefeated in the championship by beating Durham 89-72. Shannon Hatch with 26 points, 15 rebounds and 3 steals. Another top performance from Shannon. Lauren Seiki, 15 assists in the matchup. Wasn't even the biggest assist count of the weekend, but incredible numbers from the Cardiff pair. Now, Caledonia started their doubleheader weekend with a win against Sevenoaks in a tight game, but they were able to pull away within the final minute or two. Huge 3 from Radka Stasova. Kind of capped her great performance as she finished with 18 points, but that 3, dagger to the Seven Oaks. Auckland suffered another defeat. Not as much this time. New players bedding in nicely. But Nottingham took the win. Kennedy Nicholas also won Eva's Player of the Week this week. Make sure you check out that interview between Kennedy and Eva on our channel. Index of 46, 26 points, 23 rebounds. What a double-double. Bre Ashton, 17 assists. I said Lauren's 15 wasn't the highest of the weekend. 17 assists helped Nottingham win that all-important matchup. Moving to Sunday, Sheffield Hatters hosted Newcastle Eagles as part of the double-header with the Sharks. And after a slow first quarter, Hatters were able to have a comfortable afternoon, 89-52. Newcastle really struggled to score after that first quarter, but Antoinette Lewis top scored in the game for the Eagles with 19 points. Again, started life very well in the WBBL, and let's hope Newcastle can get a full strength squad out soon. Caledonia lost their second game in that doubleheader. A close one again. They love a close game, Caledonia. This time, Riders taking the win, 65-68. Oleana Squires top scoring with 26 points. Another Eva's Player of the Week nomination for Oleana after winning the award not long ago, 4 weeks ago. Anyway, looking ahead to the weekend, we've got 5 games to look forward to on Saturday. Manchester against Auckland, which I think could be very interesting. Could Auckland get their first win of the season? Could Manchester get their first win of the season? Oof. Well, one of them's going to have to. Hatters versus Lions after London begin their European adventure this week. Again, we've just been talking to Bre about the matchup. She's ready. Can the rest of the Hatters? Can they be competitive? Can they take a win? London, after their European game, might be a bit tired. Who knows? So that's one to watch out for. Again in the Championship, Essex Rebels against Durham. Leicester Riders against the unbeaten Cardiff. Nottingham host Caledonia as the last game in the weekend. So loads to look forward to, as I said. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who takes their time out to listen to these interviews, get to know the players in that just more personal way. I just think it's so important to give a platform for the players to share their passions, to share their interests, to share their stories. So make sure you like this video, subscribe because you don't want to miss anything. We had loads of content from the weekend just gone. We had an incredible weekend. Big shout out to Caledonia Gladiators for treating Eva like a superstar. She got to deliver the card and the badge to Erin Jones at the weekend, and Caledonia just couldn't have done more to make Eva's day super special. So thank you so much for that. Again, and then we travelled to Scotland and then back down and then straight on to Sheffield, where again Eva got to deliver Carly Murphy's card and badge after her top performance last week, and her first ever face-to-face interview. So make sure you catch that on our socials. And if you've ever been in a restaurant with Eva ordering food, you'll know that is completely out of her comfort zone, and she did an incredible job, and there'll be more to come as the season progresses. So big well done to Eva. Again, that's us done. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you next week. I can't wait to check out what's going on the weekend. Make sure you like all of our socials, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, for any photos, for any highlights, news. Keep up to date with everything going on in the WBBL. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you soon.